Hi, beautiful hearts, and welcome back. I'm Susan,
And I'm Carissa.
and together we make two open hearts.
And today we are here to talk to you about the new year and how to set your intentions and align with the new year with the highest and best in mind so that we can all just experience something wonderful coming forward.
Yes, I think that it's important that we continue to roll with changes that got started for all of us last year. There was so many, but there are benefits to staying flexible and open and rolling with changes.
Yep, Susan and I both were receiving guidance to make this video, and they didn't guide us at the beginning of the month, ironically. So that's why it's going to be coming out like a week in. It's not that bad, but they just, our teams and our angels and our guides wanted us to talk to you guys about how it's okay to open your hearts to this year and to let your guard down a little bit, to let some hope in, because none of us know what this year holds, and it could hold challenges. But if we go into it with open hearts and with the best attitude we can, then no matter what comes our way, we'll have a better outcome.
Yes, we need to have trust in ourselves, trust in our guides, trust in Creator, that everything is going to be okay this year.
Yeah, Susan and I were kind of going over what our teams were telling us, what little, because everyone gets a knowing or a little, just little hints, I guess. We kind of get little hints. And then as we talk together, what we're supposed to do in these videos unfolds for each of us. And one of the things about going with the flow was that at the end of this last year, we got pretty good at releasing expectations and releasing things that we would have done before. So like traditions. So for Christmas, normally we would all go to Susan's house and we would all do something there. And this year that wasn't going to be possible. And so instead of getting really negative or heavy or sad, we both just said, well, we hope that we have the best possible outcome, and we put in a request for good weather. And if it comes, great. And if it doesn't, we'll have a Zoom Christmas and we'll do the best we can. And that was kind of our attitudes going into it, right?
Yes, yes, trying to be open-minded and going with the flow, accepting that things had to be different this year, that things could not be the same status quo as always.
Yeah, just that acceptance in the change, like not resisting it and not being angry at it, just being like, well, I guess, okay, well, then we'll just work something out. And for us here, we got a beautiful day. It was like almost 60 degrees. It was sunny, and we were able to do Christmas, all of us outside safely and being together, which is what we wanted most. And the kids had fun because they got to run around like crazy people because they were outside, where normally we do Christmas inside and we all get frustrated when they run around like crazy people screaming at the top of their lungs. And this year it didn't matter so much because they were outside. So it was actually a little more rewarding in some ways to make this change.
It was. I feel it was very rewarding and something that I would like to continue on when we do have a really warm Christmas. So sometimes the changes can be so good. I know we're always being told that, but sometimes it's nice to be reminded that it is true. Change can be very good.
And just being accepting of the fact that change has to happen and not necessarily knowing what the outcome will be. Like we couldn't have known what kind of weather we'd have right up until the day. We kind of knew the day before, oh, it's looking good. I think we can do it. But months before that, we went, well, we'll just see what happens when we get there. And we know something has to change and we'll make the best out of this situation, no matter what it has to be.
Yes. Yeah,
And go ahead.
sometimes just having that mindset that you're going to accept what's coming and make the best of it that you can is a whole lot.
I think that's really kind of the gist of what our teams recommend coming into this year, looking at not knowing all that's going to unfold, knowing that some things might change and that we might have to relinquish traditions in some ways or control in other ways, but that if we go in just knowing we're going to work it out and we're going to make the best of it that we can, then that's what we're going to get.
Yes. And all of those things that we maybe would have been worried about can turn into blessings.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You might get something better than what you would have done normally, like our Christmas. We got a lot of sunshine and it was beautiful. We really want everyone to just feel okay with releasing, dropping their guard down. Cause I've been guarded too. I mean, 2020 was a hard year for everyone. There's, everyone knows it was a different kind of year. It was different than we've had in our lifetimes. It was not the hardest life any human has had to live. For some people, some of us had harder times than others. But it was hard and different for everyone in some ways. So to just go into this year knowing to be careful not to let yourself, have such high hopes that you're let down, but to be able to release some of your guard and trust that good things can come, and they can come again, even with our current circumstances. And that's a key really at any time of any year. If you can get in a state of accepting what is and getting yourself prepared for how you can change the world to the way it ought to be, and what you can do to have the best outcome no matter what's happening around you.
And my guides are reminding me that we need to be mindful. We need to be mindful of our words, be mindful of our thoughts. We need to follow our hearts and have hope for it to be a beautiful, beautiful new year.
Yep. And try to focus on the compassion in your heart and kindness for others. Like keep taking care of yourself first, so you are in the best place. And we mean that we've been guided to take care of our bodies more than we had necessarily in the past, more trying to be more healthy, trying to take time for ourselves, trying to sleep more, whatever is needed. But then also when you are filled and when your cup is filled and you've done some taking care of yourself, reach out and take care of others. Be compassionate. Try to forgive those who have hurt your feelings when they're not trying to. This does not necessarily apply to toxic people. We believe that you should at some point find a place to forgive anybody you can because it serves you, but that does not involve interacting with toxic people and continuing a relationship with them. I just want to say that. It involves stepping away if you can, creating boundaries, maybe leaving them all together, and then finding peace within yourself about what's happened. That's what I mean when I say forgiveness. And that's something we recommend. But even just now, just being a little more understanding about people in tough times, about people going through shit just like you are, and just have compassion.
Yes. And above all, have compassion and kindness for yourself. All of the energies that are coming in, some of them are just crazy. There's so many days that I'm just tired, so tired, and feeling stressed. And but I know that it's the energies that are coming in. And so remember to be kind to yourself, be compassionate above all to yourself first, and then extend that to others around you.
Yes, I agree with Susan that the energies in these last few days and these last few weeks, I mean, really for like the last 6 months, but really even now,
Yes.
they feel like there's some heavy waves and some gentle light waves and some really beautiful waves, but it just oscillates back and forth, so that you may be down one day, you may feel depressed, you may feel lack of motivation. And if that's what you're feeling, then just love yourself for it, and release yourself from expectations that you be anything other than what you can be in that moment. If all you can do is lounge around and just be alive, then just let yourself be alive that day. For motivation will come a different day. Do your best to forgive and to allow yourself to move where you need to throughout your emotional levels, throughout your physical levels. Just be.
Yep. I think that's the best that we can do, is to just be. We're all going through so many different things, and we really don't know what this new year holds. All that we can do, the best that we can do, is set some really good intentions and remember kindness and compassion and mindfulness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what our guides wanted us to do moving forward here is to make a space available for anyone who wants to release any traumas from 2020, any traumas that might hold them back from being able to open themselves into hope this year. Any traumas or fears that might come up that are just ready to be released. So, whoever wants to join us in that, we're going to start by taking 3 deep breaths. We call on all of our teams and guides and helpers and ancestors and beings who are working with the highest vibration of unconditional love and from that state only, for our highest goods and the highest good of all, to help us today. We welcome in those team members, those healers, to assist us in pinpointing the traumas that we are ready to release and just releasing them, even if we don't see specifically what is being released. So before that happens, I pretty much ask Divine Creator. I ask Divine Creator and all of our teams and guides that we've already welcomed in to please place each of us individually and this connection that connects us technologically together, all within a tube of white light, diamond white light. And let this place that we are in seal out anything that could harm us for this process. Allow this white light to fill us with beautiful love, to eventually move its way outward, filling our homes, allowing us to be in a sacred space for sacred work at this time. And we ask our teams and Creator to hold this tube of light around us till this process is complete. And now it's as simple as asking, because to receive, you must ask. Each and every one of you has divine free will, as do I. So we must invite in the beings and ask specifically for them to help us to release trauma and to release things of that nature. So I'm going to say it my way. And if you want to repeat after me, you can. And if you want to do it your way, that's beautiful too, because there's a million ways to accomplish the same thing. And it's about finding the way that fits you. So I would like to just keep inviting in my team and the angels, especially today, because I love their use of their angelic vacuums to suck out heaviness and trauma and residue and gunk that I might have been holding. So I would like them to come in and go through all of my fields, my bodies, my energy, my organs and cells, all aspects of me. And if there are any traumas from the hardships of last year, especially, if there are any fears about moving forward or about what this year might bring, if there are any worries, I ask them to please take it. Please remove all of it that does not serve me, leaving only light and repairing all damages done that I have probably done to myself by holding such heavy gunk to begin with. I also welcome in my dragons of the highest vibration of unconditional love to come in and bring your dragon's fire. Breathe it into my cells, help rejuvenate the different aspects of me, rejuvenate what has been in hardship, neutralize the heaviness, neutralize the sorrows and the struggles. Allow what no longer serves to be completely released, neutralized, gone. And then bring in your breath that is of a activation, and please activate my cells, my bodies, my energy, and align it with trust. Trust in self, trust in inner knowing, Trust in the universe. Trust in source. Trust in the fact that I am love and I am loved. Now, for anyone listening, if you have something really specific that you know is a problem that comes up as something you want to address, you can, in your mind or out loud, say that now. Invite in whichever being you're called to help you move that forward, move it out, and heal it. So that we can begin this month of this new year in the best place to move forward with all of our goals and in flow and in success this year, whatever that looks like, even if it doesn't look like what we thought it would. And you can always pause this at any time and keep working in this tube of light in this space. But when it is complete, you just need to thank everyone for helping today. Thank them for joining you, joining us. Thank you for joining us, for helping to release heaviness and fears and move them on out so that way we can have more faith and knowing in ourselves and in source, and more trust in how we will navigate moving forward and handle whatever comes our way. Thank you, all the beings who assisted today.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I would like everyone to remember that we are all bright lights and we are all enough and we are all loved. And if you can take that with you and remember that every day, that would be good.
And if you find that you can't hold that or that you don't believe it, then call your teams in to help you find out what piece or part or tiny little itty bitty particle of you is not in alignment with that, and ask them to help you heal it. Because if you can't believe that you are enough, it could be something from this life or any other that was so hard that you're unable to move past it. And calling on your team to guide you, to help you find it, or to guide you to someone who can find it and heal it and remove it. When you ask for that kind of help, that's the help you get. When you put it out there that you are willing to accept releasing these doubts and you want help finding where their source is, where their root is, then you will be guided there so that you can transform them and move your life to more where you want it to be.
Yes. Your guides are always willing and able to help. And I know sometimes we all feel like we don't want to be a bother or that they have so many more important things to do, but they really don't. They are there for us and they are waiting for us to ask. They love when we ask for their help.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you are worthy of all the help and love in the universe.
Yes, you are.
And now Susan and I thought that we would see if any specific guides or beings of the highest vibration of unconditional love wanted to come in and give any messages to those who come see this video for the new year. I don't know what they want to say, but I got the strong feeling that they wanted to channel something. So at this time, I'm going to invite in any being who is of the highest vibration of unconditional love with messages that serve the highest good of all and my highest good to come through me and speak to those listening. Dear ones, we are here. We are the Pleiadian collective. We are here on your Mother Earth at this time. Some of us are on ships surrounding your planet, and others of us are on the planet, on the ground. We are here. We are here to support you in your energy expansion, in your vibrational rising, as you continue your path through ascension. We have come here to help and support you in this way, as it brings us many wonderful things to assist humanity at this time. We learn, we grow, and we receive ripples of change to our peoples as well as your peoples as a collective rise. You may meet us this coming year. We are very hopeful that the timelines will continue to align in such a way that we, along with other of our star brothers and sisters, will be able to show ourselves to more people. We do show ourselves to those of you here on planet Earth, and those of you who look for us will find us, if you look with open hearts and open minds. It is our plan to continue helping others to be aware of our presence so that they may call upon us, as well as the angels and the other beings of the universe, to assist them. We are here to help raise your vibration when you feel down, when you feel you are stuck, when you feel in a slump. We can assist you to release that heaviness and to rise to your natural state. For your natural vibrational state is high, and there will be nothing to stand in your way from being in your natural state as time moves forward. Hear with your heart now that you are wonderful. You are doing a beautiful job. You have helped many other humans, whether you realize it or not, by being you, by being who you are, by coming here to live at this time, in this place. You will continue to experience changes and shifts that will lead to your higher vibrations and more beauty. And we will be here ready to hold hands with you, ready to help and ready to rise alongside you. You are not alone. You are loved more than you can ever know, and not just by us, but by all. Each one of you beautiful humans is an important being, and the ripples that you make here on Earth ripple throughout the universe. When you come into greater compassion, when you come into more heart awakening, when you begin to love each other, those energies and those shifts of open-heartedness do in fact touch every planet and every star in the known and unknown universe. We are so proud to watch you as you have grown, as you have flourished. And we are very excited to be closer with you in this coming year than we have been able to for a long time. We are here. We come here with great love. Have a blessed, blessed new year.
Very beautiful. This is a beautiful message.
Some strong energy. I feel like
Yeah.
they have stepped back. Oh.
Dear ones, we are your brothers and sisters of the forest. We want you to be lighthearted and happy going into this new year. Many wonderful changes are occurring and will continue in this new year. Have joy, laugh, and play. And we will be there with you. Thank you.
Beautiful. I could really feel their energy come in. I hope everyone listening could feel that, almost like a tingle. Beautiful big open hearts for sure.
Yes, they definitely are. Beautiful.
Yeah. Hearing these messages makes me excited for what might happen this year. I mean, it would be beautiful to have more interaction with the forest people and with the Pleiadians and our other star brothers and sisters of the vibration of love, you know? It would be
Yes.
wonderful. And I hope that it happens. And if it doesn't happen this year, I know one day we will all get to play together. And I will just be open and ready for when that is here. And really, they're laughing at me right now because they're like, we already play together, just not in physical form. Because we already do work with them in healing and in many ways. So they're like, silly human, we are already playing. So remember that they're already here playing with us. And all you need to do is invite them in and meditate or get in a place of being able to feel it.
Yep, that is true. They are here. They're already with us when we play, when we're having fun.
Mm-hmm. When we connect with nature, when we help a fellow human, when we are compassionate and forgiving and loving above all.
Yes, the one theme I know that they've been guiding me to this year is love. Love is the answer, love is the key. It's all about love.
Love might even be the question. Love is all there is.
That's true. That's so true.
Yeah. So we hope that by joining us today and by really hearing it out loud, that you have permission to be hopeful. You have permission to bring your guard down, to trust and to go with the flow and to believe and receive blessings this year. We hope that all of that beautiful magic comes to you.
Yes, we do. Thank you so much for joining us today. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. We will be putting out more videos. And we've enjoyed your company today.
Yeah. Have a great year.